Well, first of all, I'd like to know that you said after the fight with McGee that you wanted to start a fight between Merab and Cory Sanhagen. Is this in force and the agreement is in UFC?
Yes, they asked me this question, and that was the fight that I wanted, if possible. But as of now, we don't have any proposition for this fight. So right now, we have nothing.
Well, there was an official request in the UFC and they didn't answer.
No, I was just entering the question, and I also told my managers, so they will know that I will be ready to fight. That's all.
If you are designing your own career, that's just how you say it will be. What would be the perfect script for you next?
Well, right now for me, the best scenario is just to keep training. I'm not trying to build some kind of worldwide plans. If I have an opponent, I am working. If I don't have an opponent, I am resting.
Well, who would you fight with and when? In the perfect scenario.
Well, in the perfect scenario, if you look at my position, I believe that I deserve the belt. And this is the main thought in my mind that I am keeping.
In connection with this, then I would like to ask, turns out Merab and Korea fight on October 4th. My memory does not change. And you're obviously close enough to a title fight right now to be able to count on it. But are you ready to wait until after the fight to get a winner? Or will you decide to have another fight with someone?
I think it will be very clear after this fight, but like always, UFC, they have what they want to do. Of course, if there will be a very long wait, then I will go ahead and fight. If my manager decides that I need to go ahead and fight, then I will fight.
Will you cheer for someone in the battle of Merab and Sanhagen?
I will not cheer for anyone in particular, but I will just watch the fight and, I will enjoy.
In October, Umar's fight will take place. Yes, and if Umar wins any convincing zero finish, do you assume that he will beat you in the title race?
I don't think about if he will pass me or not for the title fight, but at the same time, as you can see, we see how the UFC they like to really push Umar, so we will see.
The time we recorded in Abu Dhabi, you were a little sore after the fight. How's your leg now and overall health? Can you say that you have fully recovered from the battle in the Emirates?
My health is all fine. I have a little bit of soreness and other soreness that I have dealt with many years, but that's all good.
This is about Omar. You have just said, and before that thanks to the support of Khabib, he is moving forward. Do you think that if this support had not been there, he would have reached the title fight?
No, I think any fighter can reach the top like Umar, but I think it just happened faster for him because of his support from Khabib, and his last name is Nurmagomedov.
Today the fight of Khamzat Chimaeva was in the morning. You didn't watch us talking before the recording, but it's interesting in general. How much was expected for you this victory?
So far, I haven't been able to watch the fight, but I congratulate Khamzat with his victory. But I think it's great to see our people win the fight and win the belt.
Peter, you were the UFC champion. And even when we are there in the press, as you say, it happens that you write, there's a third UFC champion from Russia. There's a fifth UFC champion from Russia. For you, Khamzat Chimaev is the UFC champion representing Russia.
We can say that Oleg Tatarov was a UFC champion representing Russia, but Khamzat Chimaev, no, he does not walk out with the Russian flag. He does not represent Russia, so he is not a Russian champion.
But so we can't call him the Russian champion?
Logically speaking, he is not Russian champion. He walks out with flag of different country.
Khamzat, even before the match, said that if Islam Makhachev wins the belt in the welterweight, it is for him the easiest way to the first number of pound for pound on the list. And now, as if more actively started to talk about this fight when Khamzat won the belt. Personally, you would be interested in seeing the fight?
You are talking about what weight category? Khamzat does not fight at welterweight.
Fought before.
That was before. What is the point of talking about this now? I don't think that Hamzat can drop back down to 170.
If he came down, who would you call the favorite?
I don't think he can.
And in 93, if he fights with Big Ang?
Well, of course, at light heavyweight, of course he can go up there.
Last question from me. Here, many fans somehow so annoyed your fight with Mirab. That is, they think he was better there. I remember that you and I were recording an interview, and you yourself admitted you said, I couldn't raise a water bottle with my right hand then. Do you feel that there, in full health, it would be a completely different fight, and could you beat him there?
Yes, I believe that I can beat Mirab, especially if I am in good shape. I can make a good fight for him.
Sorry, I can be more specific. There, even journalists have clarified that you gave there literally 3-4 blows with the strongest of your hand. How limited was it in combat? That's how you felt the leg, right? It was harder to push in the fight, throw the cross. Well, what was not enough?
Well, look, in a 5-round, very active fight, I was only able to throw like 4 strikes. What does that say? That says that I was not able to do it, simply. I had injury, which did not allow me to do it. I could not push, I could not throw, I could not do anything with this injury.
If I may ask one more question about Islam, he has to fight JDM, one of the best boxers along with you, Elhan Topuria. How can you assess his skills and how hard do you think it will be for Islam to stand with him?
I don't think it will be hard for Islam to be in the standing, but as we know, it is MMA and it starts in the striking. So Islam has his tactics. He wrestles very well. He can do takedowns, and he has very good control. I think Islam will be ready for everything.
Everyone celebrates the powerful cardio of Tvilishvili. What do you have to do in battle so that he stops breathing so well?
I just need to carry out my tactics. There's no point in just trying to get away from him. He also has openings. He takes his breaths. He is not a perfect fighter. He has holes which I can expose in his game.
And I also have 2 questions about boxing, if you follow it. Alex Osek now can be called the greatest boxer of our time or all times?
I think he deserves to be called one of the best boxers ever. He has done huge work for the sport of boxing, so I think he deserves this.
And yet, there will soon be the world-expected match between Terence Crawford and Saul Alvarez. How interested are you, and who do you see as your favorite?
I don't follow these boxers, so there's nothing I can really say about this.